Hey everyone, hey and welcome to Battle Rap Resume. This is your host Tom Quee. Thank you so much for joining me. This is another special kind of like preview episode, and I'm joined by someone that has been on the show a few times now, and it's been great every time. He's not only a media impresario and a passionate fan of the culture, but also someone involved indelibly with it in terms of the cameraman, creative director of Training Days. Ryan Morgan. Ryan, what's up, man?
What's good, man? Good to be back, man.
No, it's really good to have you, and I should urge everyone. I mean, that's the problem, though, because, we do this Sunburn preview, and it's like, are people going to listen to that in 2 years? I guess, does it have any sort of replay value? I don't know, but... I
don't think anything I do has replay value, really. I mean, no one wants to hear us talk for that long. No. I mean, it's more of a chore, really. You're like, I've got to get through it.
Well, I'm going to be testing people's patience because at the moment I just had on and we did the longest episode I've ever done.
Really?
I just finished the actual final edit with all the clips and stuff today, and it's 3 hours and 20 minutes. So it's the longest. It's Joe Rogan, Joey Diaz style long form shit, and that's what I love. And I just want to shout out her for doing that. And
so you could probably drop that in 2 parts, to be fair.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I think we're going to have him on again because this one was more about his battles. The next one will be more just about Don't Flop in general and running the league and such. But anyway, we'll get back. So, just quickly, if you're kind of, if you're new to the show and you want to keep up with the show, at Battle Rap Resume on Twitter is where I post all the kind of episodes and the previews and stuff like that. Letting you know kind of the upload schedule. There's a YouTube. We upload loads of videos on there that are kind of not necessarily going to be on the podcast feed itself. Please subscribe to the podcast as well on iTunes, Podomatic, Podbean, all that good stuff. Check out the YouTube as well. There's a video on there that it's only been on there for 5 days. It's a video that I did about Sharon's best moments against Smack battlers, and it's almost got 8,000 views. It's crazy. It just seems to have tapped into a nerve. Everyone's commenting on it on RMBVA and YouTube, and it's clearly kind of setting up a precedent for kind of the place of Sharon in a kind of Smack environment, and people are enjoying that debate. But for me, there's not really any motive behind it. Sharon has battled loads of great Smack battlers. He's had loads of iconic moments. I just, as an archivist, wanted to put them all in one place. But check that out, Corey Sharon's Smack Killer, and Redbubble shop as well if you want to get any Battle Rap Resume merchandise, want to help the show out in any way. But Ryan, I just want to, before we get on to the main event, as it were, an incredible event next in line. I mean, it's just been announced. I've got my ticket. You'll be there, I'm sure. It's going to be incredible. But before
yes.
Let's catch up a little. I mean, first with Sunburn 3, how did the Training Days go? It's a shame it's not on the pay-per-view.
I think it was a successful event. We only had 5 battles go down on the day because there was Bleak didn't show up, and JR Juggernaut versus Mako had to pull out.
Yeah. So
there were a couple of cancellations, but it was 5 battles. Maybe we could take our time with it, to be fair. It was an enjoyable event and it was a good warm-up, to be fair.
And I'm excited. I know that Lazy Ass Jack, Bear Solutions LSD went down as well. Dank Schrader Heretic is one that I'm sure is great. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, that drops Tuesday, so a bit of plug there. Yeah. That drops on Tuesday, so check that out. It's a really good one-rounder. Heretic's round is very, very good. Not that Tanks isn't. He's going to listen to that. But Heretic is very, very good in it, and I really enjoyed his round.
And in terms of kind of, before Sunburn, there was definitely this mood of kind of like, I guess just deflation slightly. The card wasn't exciting as the past ones. And there was this, it tied into this altogether milieu of kind of anti-Don't Flop sentiment in some wings. So, I mean, what was the vibe like at Sunburn 3? Did people rise to the occasion, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a weird vibe for a couple of the battles. I don't know if you've caught that pay-per-view, but Big Jack won.
Yeah, I was literally going to say that battle has a weird vibe.
Had a bit of a weird vibe to it. There was a moment caught, I think it's on Viewpoint, before one of the battles. We were just waiting for someone to get there, I think, and did a weird vibe freestyle over the mic, and it was like Callum Mine on a weird vibe.
Right.
Body Backner on a weird vibe. It was quite strange. But yeah, no, aside from that, Iris, I say all the battles were good. I think everyone performed. I think Briggsy's choked. It's all Raptor's fault. He made Briggsy stay out till whatever AM. But yeah, because it was his birthday. But no, everyone brought it. Mr. E, I'm so glad Mr. E's back. He absolutely smashed it.
Oh, good. I haven't watched that yet. Yeah.
Oh, mate, Mr. E is the greatest. But he gets a lot of hate, Mr. E, and I see it, but I don't agree with it. I think Mr. E's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, he need a lot more people that perform the way he does. He's a great performer, and him and Jam was amazing. I'd love to see him back on the birthday.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. Definitely, he's just a rare breed of just very intelligent, kind of like a sort of predator writer. The way he kind of stalks the stage is excellent.
Yeah,
like he's again, it's like
I wasn't a fan until the Lotto performance. To be fair,
right,
that was brilliant. He was amazing in that. So fair play.
No, yeah, it was. And the card was good. If if you're just a fan of Don't Flop rather than demanding great cards, a lot of the good people. Evil Tongue Twister, I caught that one on the pay per view.
Yeah, man, that was good.
You know, that was good stuff.
Shuffle Raptor.
Yeah,
Shuffle second round, is it? Where he's on the phone.
Right.
Second or his third. Yeah, amazing, incredible to witness live, and I enjoyed myself. To be fair. And I hope anyone that watched it, anyone that was there, enjoyed themselves. So yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it seems to be getting a good reaction on the pay per view, definitely. And I mean, it's just better and better things are happening for Don't Flop, including in this upcoming event. But just before that, World Dom 6. I mean, like, how did you watch it live? Is that your sort of thing? Do you like to get the pay per view? Or?
I normally do, but I didn't. I watched. Okay, so the Friday night I was at visiting my friend's university, so I caught. I watched both days straight. Yeah, I fell asleep for a bit of it, but I was travelling to Wales to go to this like zip wire thing. That's really cool.
Okay.
And I woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, I fell asleep during the pay-per-view. Is it still going? Luckily it is. And I watched Caustic Road in the morning as I had breakfast. So I've watched it all back now, but in bits and bobs. But yeah, I skipped through a lot of the commentary, which I don't like doing, so I enjoy it.
I love the commentary as well, yeah.
I love it. Has such a good vibe to it, and you're like, oh my god, this is so amazing.
It does. And it's something I really want to do as well. Like I think we could do a good one, Ryan. If Don't Flop ever did like live pay per view for a birthday event, that would be. I know it's probably not doesn't monetary make sense for them, but I agree. Yeah, Battle Rap Chris and Dirtbag Dan do a great mode. Did you see Mickey Worthless when he crashed it? That was pretty good.
Oh no, I didn't. I skipped through a lot of it. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen his battle and it was all right.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, you can tell in the crowd who recognise him and who doesn't. Like Dirtbag Dan has pissed himself laughing.
Yeah.
But then there's another couple of people like, who is this guy?
Head Ice is like.
Yeah, no. I really enjoyed World Dom. What was your favourite battle from the event?
I was surprised. Lipz's Quill. I thought Lipz was very good. I found his writing very impressive. I thought his angles were original. I loved his third, where he basically compared Quill to Daylight Quill and kind of like the trajectory of both of their careers and how they both kind of, abandoned battles and sycophantic. Like, I just thought his writing was very intelligent. Even though his presence still leaves a little bit to desire. That's not to say that he wasn't really good. And sometimes you have to give people the breaks when they can write that well. I thought Quill... again, I just thought Ellipsis did his thing, and Quill has this kind of way of kind of pausing on the last syllable of lines that I don't find that compelling. I think Ellipsis is a more complete writer.
I mean, Quill just needs to over in King of the Dot. I think his King of the Dot performances have been slightly different to Don't Flop in that he's not as confident with his material, so he delivers it slightly different. I mean, what he wrote was fire, but he just needs to be a little bit more confident in his delivery and a bit more active on stage. I think he smashed it. I couldn't pick it personally. When I watched it, I thought Quill won, but I've seen everyone say
really. I don't know. I see it as clear 3-0. Like, what? Yeah.
I'm just a massive Quill fan. But
yeah. Shout out Quill. We're gonna get Quill on the show soon. But I don't know. That's the one that stuck with me. Man. Thought Dundee did really well. I haven't seen them all.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Shout out to Battle Rap Chris and Bishop, like bodying realistic in the commentary afterwards. It's really funny. Wow. They like really go at him and he gets pissed off, man. He starts going off and Bishop's like, "You live in Niagara Falls, man," and all this sort of shit. And I was just like, I assume that's a diss. I don't really know. But and then Arcane Chiller was a snooze fest, which is like, I love Chiller. I kind of have this love-hate weird admiration for Arcane, but it was as boring as probably most dejectors would have anticipated.
I mean, it's not the best battle, but yeah.
No, it's not. And I thought Madflex showed out as well, but I haven't seen them all. But yeah, it was a really good card, and an even better card in my eyes is Next in line, the Training Days event coming up, obviously with Shox, probably will be known in history as the Shox Tony event. The same way kind of Shotty Tony was London versus MCR, but they kind of overshadowed it to a certain extent. This is a great event. I mean, just on a card, it's like looks fantastic. It almost feels to me. Is it fair to say less Training Days, if there's a Training Days brand that Danny Jack's era is kind of pursuing, and more kind of like Right Club? Remember that? Remember when they used to do Right Club, Don't Flop? It kind of because like there's so many writers on this card.
One event.
Yeah, they literally did one event, didn't they? I think Shox Old was supposed to go down, but didn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, originally we penned that date in about a month ago. We were we're going to do a tryout event that day. It was just going to be an all tryout event, maybe a main event on it, but then it's kind of escalated from there, really. And
yes,
and now it's, I think, a fantastic card, and it's the perfect venue and the perfect setting for it as well. So
yeah, it's unbelievable.
It's just escalated from this tryout event.
No, I just love it. I love that kind of like Rapping It Jack is such a kind of Training Daisy kind of event, and it kind of made sense. And check out our recap of Rapping It Jack. That was a great video and a great event, no doubt. Jaybe Dank, outstanding battle that's worthy of any stage. But this is a huge statement on your part, and I think I saw Danny online saying that this is kind of don't see this as kind of what it's going to be from now on. This is very much a kind of marquee thing.
Yeah, I mean, don't expect us to be putting on cards like this all the time. We're not going to be able to do that all the time. But yeah, hopefully next in line is going to be the name of the tryout series events. Have mainly a tryout for cards and then a couple main events to build it. And we're hopefully going to have Shox and Tony judging all the tryout battles. So
really?
That's going to be dope.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, we'll get on to
yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's great.
I believe that's the plan. Yeah.
That's fantastic, and we'll get onto the Shox Tony, and obviously, Jesus Christ, Shox Tony! I can't believe I'm saying it out loud. I can't believe it's on a card, and I've bought tickets for it, and it's going to happen in 6 weeks away or something like that. It's just fucking hell, man. Thank you, Training Day.
48 days away. 48 days. I've got a countdown on my phone.
48 days. So we'll start off. Again, if you don't know anything about these battlers, because we're going to go, from the bottom to the top. So we're going to go through the tryouts first. I don't know. Some of these I don't know. Some of these I do know. There are quite a few. They're not on the actual kind of card, as it were. But if you bought tickets, it shows you the full lineup. Don't flops have passed. So the first card is two people I don't know. Ryan, do you know about Mafro or RTFact?
I honestly don't, but look, I'm going to say RTFact is going to win it. I'm just putting it out there.
Because of his name?
No, I just think he will. I honestly don't know who these people are. I don't take control of who the tryouts are, but they've made it onto this card. They must be all right. Yeah,
I guess so. RTFact as well is one of those ones where when I said it out loud, I'm like, oh shit.
I've just read now. So, okay. Good name. Good name. Great name. Hope he wins.
That's why I thought you wanted him to win, but
just got that.
As an admirer, as a public admirer of puns, RTFact, I've got winning that, and it's like I had Laugh and Stalk on recently, and we were talking about kind of battlers' names who are puns, like Thesaurus or whatever, and kind of it's kind of a very very done thing, and I think RTFact is a trailblazer in that sense. So next up,
I hope everyone has that. Where I hope whoever's hosting that day goes, and on the road go, RTFact. That's the.
Well, they won't anymore. We've ruined
that little click.
Yeah.
Not that many people listen to this, mate. Don't worry.
I reckon most people that bought it. No, okay, maybe we'll see. So a name that doesn't have any double entendre. Scott Earley is facing Tofer again. Are these mysteries to you?
Yes, they are mysteries to me. Who have you got winning that?
I've got Scott Earley. I respect people who just take their name as a battler name sometimes,
I've got Tofer, and Tofer's going to win it.
I think that might be low-key battle event, but you can never predict with these sort of things. Someone that I do know, we have Catnip, who I'm not aware of, versus
great name,
versus Jayferg. Jayferg is someone that was a poetic warfare tryout. I mentioned him in the Jason and Moral battle more recently. I believe he tried out against Jay Cruz at one of their events, and I think he's got 1 or 2 battles online now. He might have another King of the Ronalds battle online, but he was a promising guy, and he was very much someone like that. I at least census anyway was trapped in circumstance. He had his first tryout, was really good. Oh, the next poetic warfare event, they're defunct as an organisation. If you're like, I don't know where he lives, but if you're local to them, you know what I mean, and you're not London based, and you've got to rely on what's local to you. So it's great to see him, on a Don't Flop card. I have no idea what Catnip's style is, but I've seen Jayferg before. He has this kind of sarcastic clown style. He has quite a confidence. And I think, that was like a year and a half ago, maybe, his tryout. He no doubt would have grown in confidence since then. So, yeah, Jayferg, this is, I've got my ticket for this event. I didn't know he was trying out on the card. And, that's a nice little bonus because, I am a fan of him. Check out Jayferg. Check out Jayferg versus Jay Cruz. The next tryout, I don't know these people, Lipz versus Rhema. So,
again, I don't know. This is the worst prediction because we don't know any of the people. But no,
I'm going to go with Lipz.
I've got Lipz taking that. Yeah, I think Lipz 3-0.
I got Lipz. Lipz because it's Lipz. So you know what I mean. You got to sort of go with that. Carbon versus Tooth is kind of another kind of. I guess it's dental themed. It could be, but regardless, we don't know about the final tryout. Before we go to the main battles that you're all here for, are 2 people that I do know. One person,
the real main event.
Yeah, the real main event. 2 people that. Well, one person that's going to be on the show, one person who has been on the show, that is John Whitmore. He is, I've met him a few times, great guy, great battle connoisseur, fan of the culture. He writes for Don't Flop as well, does reviews and as such. Me and him did a KOTR Back to Future Pagans event recap. And this is him versus Pete Cashmore. Pete Cashmore, obviously, like kind of a really early Don't Flop figure, right? I believe he wrote for Nuts or Zoo. He was some sort of journalist that got O'Shea in The Guardian, and he battled himself on Barmageddon and King of the Ronalds. And this is quite an exciting kind of cult figure clash, I think.
I mean, people won't be looking over from the States going, "Oh, Pete Cashmore versus John Whitmore." But
for the forum crowd.
Yeah, it's the real main event, and I think that should be above Tony D versus Shox. Yeah. It is when you think about that. Pete Cashmore is on the same card as Tony D versus Shox the Rebel. No diss to you, Pete Cashmore, but just think about that for a minute.
No, I agree.
That is amazing. It is amazing. I'm delighted that we've put together a card where both these battles are on.
No, I agree. And this is a bumper card as well. I didn't realise quite, because if you were to just judge on the event page, you think, it's quite a kind of quick event. But no, this is stacked from top to bottom. When we get into the first main battle, this is an incredible battle. This is possibly the one that I'm most excited for the entire card. Dank Schrader versus Templar Surfer Kid. Dank has, look at the Jaybe battle, absolutely astonishing quality, and the guy's just been getting better and better and better. And I think Don't Flop could have given him a few more obvious opponents that would have just, I don't know, not necessarily stagnated his quality, but not kind of really brought him what he needs to be. And I think Templar Surfer Kid is obviously he's incredible right himself, but he just brings a sense of chaos to it, doesn't it? I think them two going against him is very unpredictable. It's going to bring out of their pen.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I look forward to every Dank Schrader battle, and it's a good test for him. He's not battled anyone like that before, and again, Templar hasn't battled anyone like that before, so it's a test for both of them.
Yeah, and Templar Surfer Kid, I do recall he, obviously he's Gift of the Gab stock, but he but he did like a freestyle battle with Carlton Shanks. Do you remember filming that?
Oh, Rapping It Jack, yeah.
Is that coming out?
Awesome. It's not.
Oh, wow. Okay, so there you go. Lost battle I witnessed. I feel so honoured. And, I think, talking of that, though, Surfer Kid is coming from Gift of the Gab. I think this is possibly his hardest battle yet because he's out of his home territory. Dank is, where he's kind of, risen. I just think there's a lot on the table here. And regardless of Templar maybe having an entourage with him or whatever, I think his writing, I love it, don't get me wrong. I think he's an incredibly clever writer, very smart. It makes sense why Shox' second battle, Shox watched him battle like it and thought, this guy's good enough, let's do it, which is so Shox, he's such a giving guy. But I respect Templar as much as I respect Dank. I just think Dank, he's more used to this crowd, and Templar, it can be quite dense at times with his stop-start rhythms,
Yeah, I personally, I'd like to see Templar switch up a little bit for the Don't Flop crowds, switch it up a bit to Dank Schrader, because he's, like I said, he's very different to everyone who's battled before. So I'd like to see if his approach changes. I hope it does. I hope and it will help him become a more well-rounded battler, I think, this battle.
Yes, yeah, I think entirely, and I can't wait to see both of these guys go at it. It doesn't even matter if they attack each other. They're such good writers. They delight in this stuff. There's certain Templar Surfer Kid, he has this certain element to his personality. There are certain choices of words and movements that he can cut together that have real power. I'm talking about his Mantis line against Tally. He has a line against Shox Blade, got the shank from that. And it's just got this unique power that can just explode. And Dank kind of has that. I'm thinking about Dank's line against Jaybe when he's the rope bridge, ain't your day if I'm snapping, is kind of similar, kind of just very, very powerful stuff there. Templar hit with the whip and dragged to the pits like Indiana Jones. Both of them really original writers. This is a great battle. This is going to really, really set the tempo. So next up is Scoop Wilzy, and Scoop is someone that I literally started watching his battles this morning. It's someone that I wasn't aware for. I did a little bit of research on. I definitely like him. Scoop, for you, Ryan, had you been aware of him before when this was coming together?
I was aware of Scoop because I was at Battle of the Brave, and Scoop. Did you watch the Battle of the Brave pay-per-view?
I didn't know.
Well, during one of the many long breaks, they decided to get two fans from the crowd and have a battle on stage. And one of them was cooking. I just remember walking into the room why is there a random battle going on stage? What's going on here? And that is Scoop. And Scoop absolutely smashed it that night and has gone on to start his battle career. He's very early days in his battle career, I think. But, that should be dope.
Yeah, no, entirely. And Scoop is... I watched his battle versus Caps. I really like the way he approaches his opponent. He gets very close in the ear and talks low but still audible. I think the atmosphere between him and Wilzy will be great. I think there'll be a lot of tension there. And I just want to shout out the way that Gift of the Gab end their rounds and their battles, where the beat comes in on the final bar and then it kind of transitions. I really like that. That's a really unique, cool way of editing. Scoop has those kind of big K one-liners that are really hard, pound to your face like a scratch card. We got an Arsenal, so if you front, it's a no-go.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Woo. No, seriously, yeah. Scoop versus Caps, watched this morning. Very, very impressed, as I said. Looking forward to this one. Wilzy, Wilzy, is he getting better? He seems to just kind of he's doing well, but I think that with Scoop, he needs to kind of reaffirm himself a little bit. And I think this could be an opportunity for him to, because it wasn't his fault, to be fair, the Soul Jitsu thing, when he battled O'Shea and Bloodstrode. But I just find his writing can be very similar to a lot of URL stuff that I've written. And sometimes it's a little bit kind of you can always predict some of the rounds, whereas a Scoop, just from what I've seen, has a bit more of an unpredictability in his approach. And maybe that's just the case at Scoop. He hasn't battled much, as you say. Battle of the Bay was kind of his early days. And he's really, I think he's got 3 battles on Gift of the Gab. I'm not too familiar with his thing, but I'm definitely going to watch him now.
I haven't seen any of his Gab battles. Yeah. I just remember the Battle of the Brave one. It was such a surreal night in general. Right. Yeah, I just remember that.
And, in terms of the card itself coming together, is this just you guys all speaking on Facebook, you guys reaching out? How is the method of kind of organisation?
What the best?
Getting the card together, yeah.
Well, Danny Jack is obviously ahead of training days. He goes ahead and contacts what battlers he wants on the card, and we go from there. Era's been a big part of setting up this event as well. Obviously, it's a big event, and he's been there right alongside us all, helping set up this event, making sure everything goes smoothly. And big up Danny Jack. This card is all him, and it's a perfect person to have in charge of training days, as proved by this card. So
definitely. And I want to tell everyone to look out. This Thursday coming up, mine and Danny Jack's Battle Rap resume shall be out. I had him as a guest. That was a really, really good episode. Shouts to Danny Jack. This card is outstanding. It is it feels like a card made by a fan. I think Danny really knows what people want to see. And JShort Jaybe is exactly that. It's the reason why I said it's a right club card. It's not just Shox Tony, but people like Jaybe, people like Gemini getting involved. The really, really important, interesting writers. I watched Jaybe versus Dank this morning just to get a feel for both of the battlers again, and fucking hell, JB's rounds, he just crams them with stuff. It's great. It's just the amount of writing writing is so impressive. Like, it's just a bar, reference, bar. Like, he has so much to say, and I think JShort can have a tendency to get a little bit into tenuous links and not go for those striking angles. This is almost Groundhog Day, in my opinion, for JShort. JShort was kind of on the up about a year ago, doing really well, you know, post E-Farrell and stuff like that, post freestyle dots era, and then he goes up against Crafty, you know, a Sunburn card, and he loses quite badly, and I think it did have an effect on his trajectory that he's now regaining. And this is the same thing, you know, JB's the same kind of element as Crafty, the really good writer on the rise, facing an established older tier in JShort. This is there's a lot on the line here, I think, Ryan.
Yeah, I think the pressure will be on JShort, obviously. Yeah. He's a vet in this battle, but I don't think that'll affect him, to be fair. Mm-hmm. I think he'll bring it. He's on the card with Tony the Shox a Rebel, and I think in this battle and every battle, that'll bring out the best in people.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so what? Who do you have winning here? Do you have JShort taking it?
I think I really can't call this one because they're both very different. But I'm gonna put him a neck out here and say JShort. I'm gonna say JShort. I'll change my mind in about 10 minutes probably, but yeah.
I think JShort will win. I mean, he is a brilliant writer. And can Jaybe freestyle? I don't think he can. He's definitely not JShort.
Yet to see it.
I mean, and he just, I mean, again, even if you can, you probably couldn't rival what JShort can do of late. It's going to be an interesting one. I mean, JShort, by virtue of just being in the spotlight more, has more angles to craft around. But JShort versus, I think Jaybe will be an interesting proposition for him. And JShort's been getting better and better. And I think this JShort that's coming against Jaybe is way better than the JShort that went up against Crafty. So
I mean, if you just got to look at the Kojay performance, to be fair, JShort absolutely smashed that battle. And if you bring something like that, he's going to win. Yeah. So, well, I don't want to say he's going to win because JB could come with an even better performance, but it's going to make for, if he comes like that, it will make for a great battle.
No, and hopefully JB will drop a few football bars as he want to. I'm sure. I'm sure they'll come out. So the next battle, Gemini versus Take Note Tox. This is a really interesting battle that is testament to Gemini's personality, really, isn't he? He's an incredible writer. He's battled Clips, he's battled Big T. In like a year or 18 months, check out our battle resume. That was a great episode. Thanks again, Gem, for being on. Genuine honor. Like, I'm such a fan of this guy, and then Tox as well to a certain extent. But it's just showing that Gem is the sort of guy that only takes battles that feel like a battle to him, like feel like something he actually wants to do, and that's so much more compelling as an audience member than just someone just taking a battle at every event for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's a testament to Gemini's talent, that he doesn't battle that much, but he picks and chooses his battles very well. It's not, I wouldn't say it's tactical, but it makes him very marketable as a battler, and keeps the audiences hungry. And I believe this is Gemini's first like small run battle since probably his Frankie Fraser battle, really. Since then he's battled Raptor, he battled
Tally,
Tally at a Sunburn, Big T at Birthday, Dialect, like unanimous
Clips,
like, so it'll be interesting to see him in a small room, and I think it will bring out the best in him. This is a 1 round battle.
Okay.
We requested it to be a 1 round. It's a fight. I think it's 5 minutes. I'm not 100% sure. But if you're annoyed that it's a 1 rounder, you're literally getting the same material, the same amount of material. But we're doing it as a 1 rounder instead of a 3 round battle, so they got more time to build up their material and stuff. So yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if Tox has done a 1 rounder yet. I'm not sure. I mean, sometimes his battles, do go on quite well. Gemini obviously battled Clips 1 rounder, so he's well versed in that. And Tox, I did watch JShort battle as well. Tox has a great personality, very likable.
Fantastic battle. Fantastic.
Yeah. Tox is just improving day on day, doing really well, and I'm happy to see that he did well in that battle. That was a really fun battle. The interaction with just a certain wordplay that Tox has, certain abilities. Like, I don't know, he's got quite a unique voice. I just like listening to the guy. Great character. But I've got Gemini. I have to say, I think. He really has.
Tox is going to be hungry though. Tox is very hungry for this battle. And I think with the JShort battle, that if that drops before, I'm not sure if it will drop before, but but it'll bring a lot of fans back round to Take Note Talks. That after the tally match, really, everyone was a bit tired of him, and don't think you'll mind me saying this, but people were a bit tired of him. That wasn't his best performance. But this back in the fiddler's elbow, where his tryout was, which made him so hyped and got him on that Manchester London card. I think it will bring out the best in him. This venue, Gemini will bring out the best in him, and if he keeps going, he could be a real problem in the league.
Yeah, and I ain't talking Marty McFly when I hope Take Note goes back to the future, because that was an incredible tryout. And this was just, hopefully he can sort of embody a certain spirit of that event. But Gemini, for me, regardless of Tox's hunger, he hasn't really put a foot wrong since his tryout, and he's been getting better and better. So who am I to bet against him? The guy can just write the most just unique punches that really feel different as you're processing them in your head. Like, he just has that kind of out of the box ideas. And I'm a fanboy of Gemini. I think it's quite clear here, and I have him beating him. And the fact it's a one rounder, I definitely have him winning. I can't see Gemini fucking up if he's only got 5 minutes to do it in. He's going to kill it. I think Gemini's going to kill it. It's going to make for an amazing battle. Yeah. What a warm up to
incredible.
Something that really could be battle of the year on any league. Shox versus Tony D. Did Danny shed any light about how this came together? Both of them seem quite easygoing guys, so I imagine it wasn't kind of like a fucking hitman shug. I imagine they both kind of wanted to do it, and it was quite easy.
Yeah, Tony D put on Viewpoint one day, I want to battle in fiddlers in front of however many people, like a small crowd. He was like, I want to do it. Shox commenting saying, let's go. Danny was straight group conversation. Yep. Boom. Sorts out the battle in a short space of time. They were both fantastic to work with, and they've both been well up for it. And it should make for an amazing battle.
Yeah, it's. I really don't want to give an opinion on this one because I can't.
Genuinely can't. I can't give a winner.
No,
it's just going to be amazing.
Yeah, it is going to be amazing. They're both incredible writers, goes without saying. Punchers, concepts excellently executed. I think they're both going to really enjoy getting into each other. And yeah, this is just one for the fans, really. I think Shox the Rebel and Tony D are two of the greatest writers that battle rap has ever produced, and it's going to be a privilege to see it go down. I can't wait for this one.
It's Tony D's first battle in the fiddlers since
Mickey?
Him.
Oh, okay, wow.
Him, since he lost to him, so he's got unfinished business.
Oh yeah, and Shox, man. He had the battle with Sleepy G in the fiddlers. Obviously smart Alex tryout, Old English, like.
So yeah, so Tony is a vet, but Shox has battled fiddlers more times than him, I believe.
Yeah. And it's real testament to Shox as well that he's risen to this level so quickly. And
it's been a meteoric rise.
It has.
And if you said to a lot of battlers they'd be taking the battle Shox's after his time, a lot of time you'd go no. But every time a Shox battle gets announced, everyone goes, yeah, sounds about right. Yeah. It's the same with Gemini. I remember Gemini vs Big T got announced very early on in his career.
Yeah.
And not a single Don't Flop fan went, oh, it's a bit of a reach. Everyone went, yeah, I've got Gem with that one. So
no, that's true. And I really can't even preview it. Like, Tony and Shox, right? Like, these guys are just geniuses, absolute geniuses. This is going to be just better than hopefully anything they've ever gone down. I want to see, the Tony that battled Raptor and Shotty. I want to see the Shox that battled Sleepy and Cracker even. That's a Shox that I really like. That was a really good battle for back in the day. But yeah, Shox has been on a tear as well. Raptor as well. They're both coming off incredible battles. And this has potential to be one of the best cards of the year. Like, most of these battles I can't wait for.
Yeah, man, I'm buzzing. I'm very looking forward to it. I might not be able to make it on the day due to some other things, but I'm hoping to be able to make it. But yeah, no, totally. And man, this has been great. So I just want to let everyone know that if you want to get in contact with the show again, battle@resume@gmail.com, at battle@resume. Training days, Ryan. What are the next plans then after this? Do you have any more events in the pipeline, or? I believe there's going to be a training days event at the birthday. Well, I'm not sure what day. I don't know. The training days will be a part of the birthday weekend. the whole birthday celebration. Yeah, there will be a training days thing there. I'm not 100% sure when or what or where it will be, but training days will be a part of it. Very, very early planning stages. Obviously, we're just trying to sort everything for this event first. But yeah, hopefully, and then move on to some more cities, hit some other places, put on some more great cards, and bring through some good tryouts. Hopefully the tryouts from this event, we can use them, put them against some people, and build cards around these names. So
yeah. No, hopefully so. I mean,
what would you want to see from training days after next in line?
I would like to see two things. One, a freestyle exclusive tournament, a one-day tournament, kind of like a
they used to go down.
Yeah, but on camera they never get filmed. I want them to be filmed. I want to get them, actually filmed, and just 1 minute rounds, top 8 in one day kind of thing, something like that. And I also want to see a Birmingham event. Obviously, I'm originally from Birmingham. I don't live there now, but it's been like 4 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time, hasn't it?
There's a big fan base there as well, and I think there's quite a few venues, especially in Digbeth, South Birmingham, that you could, fill out without question.
Mm-hmm.
Double L headline, Double L battling an international.
Double L from Birmingham.
Well, it's Wolves, but I mean Midlands.
Wolves, it's about close enough.
I'm trying to think of any Brummy battlers.
Hopefully, Don't Flop or training days will hit Birmingham soon. It's not because everyone's going, no, I'm not going Birmingham. It just hasn't happened yet. It hasn't got around to happening yet. What other battlers from Birmingham? I think Soweto Kinch is from Birmingham.
Soweto Kinch, yes, he is. The guy who C Major tried out against Young Mace, although he's kind of a forgotten name in Don't Flop. I can't think of any off the top of my head, really, but there's a few in the mix. Yeah.
Oh, it's really annoying, man. There must be some more battlers from Birmingham.
There must be some more in around there, but and I think training days. Who am I to advise? You guys have been killing it. There's no doubt these events have been fantastic, and I mean, as we enter the more winter months, I guess it's going to be the end of park events, but it's always next year.
I'm very happy to be done with park events.
Right.
It was very warm that day.
It was
very warm. The cameras were overheating. There was no place to charge our batteries. I was like, just for me, I'm like, yes, venues, plug sockets. Amazing.
Yeah, they are. Wi-Fi is a blessing.
Wi-Fi is a blessing.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, man. And again, people who want to get in contact with you personally, Twitter, is that the best way, or?
Twitter at Ryan Walker Media. Facebook, you can add me if you want to get in contact with me. If you want to be an absolute legend and book me to do some filming, ryanmedia.co.uk, you can view all my work and other stuff. YouTube.com/DF Training Days, Facebook.com/DF Training Days, Instagram DF Training Days, and just watch the battles. Watch Jaybe versus Dank Schrader. Watch Tony D Innuendo. That's just 10k views. Watch Pedro Evil. Watch A versus Evil.
Bear Solutions J Cruz.
Oh, this feels like a URL intro, like with all these shout-outs. But just look out for the Sunburn battles, man. Callum from the Forum versus Shonda Rhimes is amazing. I can't wait for everyone to see that. Shonda Rhimes is fantastic in it. And Callum's fantastic in it as well. He's come a long way as a battler since the J Cruz battle. A long way, and he puts on a great performance. And Shonda hopefully doesn't suffer the fate of all the other female battlers in the league in the past, where they do all right for a bit and disappear. I hope she sticks around for a little while. Yeah,
me too. She's great. She's very impressive, and I can't wait to see the Callum thing. But yeah, man, thank you again, and I'm sure we'll have you on, maybe even to do like a recap if
100%, of course.
But cheers, Ryan, and cheers everyone for listening. We'll see you next time.